How can you know if someone has narcissistic tendencies if you're going on a date or if you've been in a relationship with them for a long time?
Because they don't show me any kindness.
They don't show kindness.
They don't care when I get hurt. Regardless of how I get hurt or regardless of how somebody else gets hurt, they don't show that.
Really?
They don't. No.
They care more about themselves, or they just don't.
But I know narcissists that will describe something that they've been through that's painful, and their chin will be working overtime.
But for someone else, they probably won't have that.
No, because they don't care.
But how are they so good, I guess, at captivating you to love them?
One, they tend to the narcissists in my life tend to overdo the eye contact.
So they're very present and connected?
Yes, the gaze is long. And then the other thing is that they've learned almost mathematically which phrases, which behaviors work. So I had somebody in my life, I won't mention who it is, but it's a family member of mine that I just lost it on him. We were living in Hong Kong, and he was yelling at a taxi driver. And we got out of the car, and the taxi driver had made a wrong turn. Even though the person that I was with had said, turn to the right, he made a mistake. And he just lost it on this taxi driver. And I was really angry afterwards. I said, do you understand that this is somebody who's trying to support his family, working really long hours? Like, this is, a decent human making an honorable living, working hard, and probably has a lot of people depending on them. And you don't get to yell at somebody for making a mistake. We all make mistakes. Next night we were out, and this person was trying to pick up girls. Puffed out his chest and said, I'm the kind of guy who's nice to taxi drivers.
No. Wow. The next day? Jeez.
I was like, this is the weirdest, most surreal experience. But it really clicked for me, this narcissistic behavior. And I knew that this was a narcissist. This idea of, there's a puzzle piece and a tool that I can use to impress other people. And it was just so artificial and strange. But people find a way to get their needs met. We humans tend to be really good at that. And if something works for us, we repeat that. We do more of that.
Yeah, we kind of store that in our brain. This worked before, so let me keep doing this thing.
That whole love bombing and the whole, I will tell you, and the narcissists that have ever tried to date me, I call them parrots. They try to figure out what is your thing. So I had a guy not that long ago, I've actually written about it, that was telling me, I've been obsessed with microexpressions for years, because if you can't really connect with people, he'd seen me speak a couple of times, and he was just pulling all this stuff. And I was lonely and newly divorced, and I almost fell for it, even with my stuff, because he was so good at the
speaking to your heart into your thing.
Well, and he wasn't doing it face to face; he was doing it via text.